Right now at 4 o'clock, it may surprise you to learn that winter is coming to Colorado in February. May surprise you if you were out in the last few days. It's been pretty warm. Right now at 4 o'clock, we're taking a look ahead at your weekend and tracking some big changes. You can see the breeze up in Fort Collins where the flag is flying. Our weather impact team is tracking the snow that is going to be moving into the mountains tonight.
Trust us, it's coming. Here in Denver, we have a chance for some snow for 5 days straight. Yes, I said that. A live look at our CDOT camera in the high country. This is near Copper Mountain. Anyone trying to head to the slopes should plan ahead because snow will be heavy at times tonight and definitely into those overnight hours. We want to get right to Corey Reppenhagen. So Corey, if you were going to the mountains to ski tomorrow, when would you leave?
Well, I mean, I like to get there when the lift's open. So,
okay.
First gear.
Yeah, but if you do that, you're going to be in a little bit of a slick pattern, some slow driving tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So be prepared for yourself. I mean, if you do choose to leave right in the crack of dawn and get up there when the lift's open, that we're going to have snow overnight, and we could have some very heavy snow right as you're driving up there to the lift. So that could be a little rough for you tomorrow morning because that storm is coming in. The winds are what we're seeing right now on the Front Range ahead of that storm. Here's another look at Fort Collins. You can see those trees rocking up there on Horsetooth Mountain right down. We've had some wind here in the city as well. It's still 64 degrees here at 9 News Studios, still 68 degrees down there on the south side of town right now. Just an amazing day. Hard to believe we could be scraping some snow off of our vehicles tomorrow morning here. We'll have a wave of snow showers tomorrow. This is the forecast for Denver between 4 and 6 a.m. Temperatures, though, not even barely cold enough to snow, so we're not too worried about the impacts there, but you may have to brush off a little snow off your vehicle tomorrow morning as the first wave of snow comes in, and we'll have several more as we're looking at a chilly weekend with a couple of chances of snow, and then the Arctic cold front comes in on Monday, and that's when we're really going to drop the temperatures down. Highs in the teens, lows possibly near 0 degrees midweek, and several more snow chances Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I'll detail that coming up here in the forecast in just a bit.
Today, opening statements begin in the retrial of former Clear Creek County Deputy Andrew Bune.
Bune is the deputy accused of shooting and killing 22-year-old Christian Glass in June of 2022. The first trial last April ended with a jury deadlocked on the most serious charge of second-degree murder. 9 News' Jeremy Hohola has been following today's opening statements as both sides begin the presentation of their case. Jeremy?
Yeah, this is another trial for prosecutors, the defense team, and the former deputy, but in many ways, it's a whole new trial for the family of Christian Glass, who were hoping to get a murder conviction on the first time around. Now they have to relive their son's death again during this second trial. It was on a night in June of 2022 when Christian Glass called law enforcement for help. Instead, that call for help led to his death by law enforcement. As Glass was stuck in his car near Georgetown, he was experiencing some sort of mental health crisis. Clear Creek County Deputy Andrew Bune broke his car window, fired a taser at Glass, and then shot him 5 times, killing the 22-year-old. Last year, Bune was on trial and was found guilty on lesser charges, but the jury got stuck on second-degree murder. There was one member of the jury who was the holdout on that murder charge. Now, prosecutors are trying to get that conviction to stick, this time in court again. Here's some of the opening statements from the prosecution and defense.
I believe that he's told the dispatcher, "I'm not dangerous. The officers don't have to be afraid of me. I will put my hands out the window."
He's the one that wanted assistance from them, and that's why they showed up that night. When they showed up, he was not behaving like a normal person would behave. He was inconsistent with normal behaviors, and to an officer, that's something that stands out.
Another supervisor involved in all of this, named Kyle Gold, was watching this play out on a live stream over police body camera footage. He gave the order to break the window. He has already pleaded guilty in a plea deal and gave up his law enforcement license. The Glass family has been awarded a $19 million settlement in this case. It's the largest police misconduct settlement in Colorado's history. Now the criminal trial begins for the second time. We'll watch it again as it resumes on Monday. Back to you.
All right, Jeremy, thanks. It's, you know, as you said, for some, this is a second go-round. For many, though, this will be a first time experiencing what was a very difficult crime, to say the least, or difficult event,
whole
if you will.
community, yeah.
Thanks, Jeremy. People in the LGBTQ community here in Colorado are going to get the opportunity to get some free legal advice this weekend.
And this comes after President Trump signed a number of executive orders targeting that community. 9 News reporter Jaleesa Rosari shares with us what they hope to address.
D.C. may be hundreds of miles away, but what happens there hits home for Coloradans like Ashley Cordero.
I think people are really scared. There's a lot of uncertainty in ways that directly target safety. Right now, we all need each other.
Cordero is a Colorado attorney teaming up with Bread and Roses Legal Center to host a queer and trans-free legal clinic every single week. Since his inauguration, President Trump has signed at least one executive order targeting the trans community.
This is real and it is going to affect people's lives. And responding to the questions of the community in the wave of the election, and even more so after the inauguration, with something tangible like this is really important.
Cordero says they'll have attorneys and notaries on hand to help navigate any legal questions folks may have, like how to change your name or your gender on official documents, or how to make sure your family is protected through these governmental changes.
How do we do second parent adoptions for trans parents, ensuring that both parents have rights to their kids and those can't be taken away, things of that nature. Services that can help protect folks and I think maintain dignity for folks as well.
Cordero says dignity is all people across the country are advocating for right now, as they rally for something she believes can save lives.
Like, this is one tool, it's one way to show up, and we need to access the tools we can in order to protect ourselves right now. And I think for some folks that will be life-changing.
Cordero says that they will also cover things like housing and immigration, because many trans folks are not just a single issue people that have a lot of troubles. The clinic will take place tomorrow morning at the Rainbow Dome in Denver. We've got all the details for you on 9news.com.
An update now on Tuesday's destructive fire at a former gas station in Lakewood. West Metro Fire says it was human-caused, and they say they've identified a person of interest. They also say some 24 people experiencing homelessness were using that building as a shelter. Many of them, though, were trapped inside when the fire started, and crews managed to rescue them. One person did have to go to the hospital.
A developing story from New Orleans. A sports reporter from Kansas City has been found dead in his hotel room, and a woman has been arrested. Adon Manzano worked for Telemundo. He was found unresponsive in his room Wednesday. Police say that Danette Colbert was taken into custody today. Investigators discovered she had been using his credit card at multiple stores. Surveillance video also showed her with Manzano at the hotel and later leaving his room alone. According to police, she has a history of financial crimes and allegations of drugging men and stealing money. Manzano was just 27 years old. His wife was killed in a car crash last April, and they leave behind a 2-year-old daughter. For the first time in nearly 50 years, that's been a while, the Broncos have the Defensive Player of the Year.
A big night last night. Patrick Surtain accepting the award at the NFL Honors, and that puts him in elite company with the Broncos, joining just the legend, Randy Gradishar, is the only Broncos ever to win that award. Surtain won it easily, 26 first-place vote. Bengals' Trey Hendrickson came in a distant second. Surtain hung a team-high 4 interceptions on opponents last season. That tied for 10th overall in the NFL. But what he did basically was shut down his side of the field. He's just the second defensive back to win that award since 2010. Today, the team was sharing many messages for Pat Surtain.
Awesome honor and so well deserved. You're doing it the right way. You're doing it at an incredibly high level, and the sky's the limit.
And I will always be here cheering you on. Congratulations, son. I love you.
It's only the tip of the iceberg, man. You got so much to go in your career. And to be named this so early on, man, it's a great achievement. So from one DB to another, from dad to son, just want to say, man, keep going, keep striving for greatness. I love you, my guy.
You know, when he was drafted, that was really a big pick for George Payton.
Yes, it was.
And it was controversial. A lot of people thought the Broncos should have taken Justin Fields, gone for the highest quarterback in the draft. Even Micah Parsons, who's been a great player for the Cowboys, and many thought might be the Defensive Player of the Year for a while to come. Patrick Tam was a pretty good draft pick.
Really smart. George Payton's saying, I knew it. I
Yeah.
knew it.
Well,
And
he
did
was a
you-
can't-miss guy, and he hasn't missed. I mean, you say a can't-miss guy, but that doesn't mean you don't miss.
No, no.
He's been terrific.
I remember his press conference right after, right after the draft, and you could tell, like, it's in his blood because of his dad. I mean, he just handled the media the same way as a true professional.